Hi there, it's Ed again. Hello, how are you? Yes, good to see you again. I took a little bit of an unintended hiatus during the holidays, but I am back now with another video. Now, I know some really creative and talented people, and one of the most creative and talented is Toybox. Toybox is America's favorite cartoon witch. Toybox is a puppeteer, a performer, a musician, a toy designer, and a toy builder. Toybox also curates and hosts several puppet slams, specifically one called the Wham Bam Puppet Slam. Now, if you're not familiar with what a puppet slam is, it's a little bit like the concept of a poetry slam, in that it is usually short-form experimental puppet shows. And sometimes they can be a bit adult, but sometimes they can just be a bit experimental or something that you wouldn't see, say, on public television. He's also won an UNIMA Citation of Excellence. Now let me explain that to you. UNIMA is an international puppetry organization, primarily for professional artistic puppeteers, and their Citation of Excellence is the highest accolade a puppeteer can get from their peers. So it's kind of like the ultimate award for a puppeteer. Yes, I do not have one. I met Toybox several years ago at a puppet festival, and we hit it off really well pretty quickly because we're both puppeteers, but we're also both into comic books and action figures and old cartoons and giant monsters and various things like that. So we had a lot to talk about. Now, since Toybox is primarily a live performer, when COVID shut everything down, really hit Toybox really, really hard. But he was able to pivot and put a lot of his shows online. One of the shows he started online on his YouTube channel was called What's in the Box. People he knows would send him boxes of toys and action figures and other little knickknacks, and he would open them and show you what it is. And he would feature the people who were sending the things in the box, especially if they were a puppeteer or some sort of artist or creator. So I was absolutely thrilled when I got a notice and a message from Toybox saying, "Hey Ed, what is your address? Because I'm sending you a box." And here it is. I received a box from Toybox. So now, with apologies from Toybox, I'm going to do my own What's in the Box. Let's find out, shall we? Here we go. Finding out what's in the box sent to me by Toybox. Yeah, there we go. All right, so... okay, so this is cool. Let me put that away. Alright, now, this is really cool and really special. Toybox loves to get stickers when he opens a box. And the first thing I found is my very own Toybox sticker. Check that out. My very own Toybox sticker. Toybox, America's favorite cartoon witch. So this Toybox sticker, that is super awesome. I will definitely find a place to put that. And what else do we have in here? Oh, this is fun. No, literally, this is fun. Look, it's a little acrylic pen that says fun. Look. So that's awesome. Very nice. When I wear this, it'll either mean that I'm there to have fun or I'm to bring the fun. Either would be okay. And inside... Oh, okay. Now, this is awesome. As I said, Toybox and I share a lot of interests, like action figures and comic books and puppetry. And we also are fans of role-playing games. As you know, that's one of the things I'm doing as a job right now. So Toybox has sent me, oh, let's move that, a plethora of Dragon magazines. Now, if you're not familiar, Dragon magazine was published by TSR, the people that published the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game. That was a support magazine that had, new rules and some advice and how to do certain things in your game. It would have fiction, and it ran for many, many years. But unfortunately, a few years ago, they stopped publishing it as a paper magazine. It's all online now, which is cool, and I understand why they did that, but I kind of miss getting an Honest Gosh physical Dragon magazine. All right, so check this out. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. So yes, lovely. Have a Dragon magazine with some Larry Elmore art, his character Snarf, and his buddies that appeared as a comic strip in the back of Dragon magazine. Always happy to see that. All right, we have Dragon magazine number 77. One of the great things about the Dragon magazines was the great artwork from some luminaries of the fantasy art genre. Oh, okay, now, this, believe it or not, friends and neighbors, at one time, this cover image was a little risque and quite controversial when they first published it, but check this out. So that was a bit taboo, a bit risque when they first put it out. And I remember reading many letters about how this was just a little too far. Didn't know if this is not the kind of energy we want for our fantasy game. We want more things like this. Dragons lying on massive mounds of gold. So that is number 98. Oh, and a little loose cover, but that's okay for a over 40-year-old magazine. My cover's a little loose too, let's be honest. This is an April Fool's issue. They always had a lot of comedy type things in there. And okay, now this is very special. This is very cool. They would put together anthology magazines, culling from some of the better articles or more popular articles in Dragon magazine. So we do have the Best of Dragon Volume 3 with a Larry Elmore dragon on the front. I have to say, I've seen this a lot. This was on one of the earlier box sets. Never liked that single horn coming out of his head. I don't know. Not a big fan. So thank you, Toybox. That was an outstanding box. Loved everything I got. Love some old Dragon magazines. Thank you so much. I will be going through these and pouring through these, reading those in the very near future. Now, I didn't want to say anything, but I could tell you were a little jealous when you saw my acrylic fun button and my Toybox sticker that I got. But fear not, because you can get your own fun acrylic button and your own Toybox sticker if you go to Toybox Etsy page, where you can not only find that, but you can find some of his toys and his ragamuffins that he hand creates. I will put a link to that shop down in the description. Also, I will put a link to Toybox's channel where you can find his What's in the Box videos, and I'll put a link to his Puppet Slam videos where he's hosted. So the Wham Bam Puppet Slam, the Toybox Birthday Puppet Slam, various things like that. And I will also put a link to his Patreon page, because as I said, like a lot of live performers, shutdown has really hit him pretty hard. So if you want to support him and support the things he does, I'm sure he'd be very happy to get that. Yeah, so box from Toybox. That was... No, let's not do that. Hopefully it won't be quite as long before you see another video from me. Hopefully.